Almost all cities have one intractable problem: a shortage of decent, affordable housing. No government has succeeded for very long in providing acceptable housing at affordable prices. The Soviet Union accomplished this for a time, as did the Netherlands, but housing in desirable cities is now expensive in both nations. What stands in the way of accomplishing this essential task? The price of urban land, except in America's collapsing Rust Belt cities. It is supposed to be expensive because it is normally in short supply. How did the Soviets solve this problem? In the USSR, few people had enough money to own a car, and so not much land had to be devoted to cars. That is the key to the problem. Instead, Soviet cities provided good public transport. If urban land is expensive, frugal use is imperative. Giving over about half of it to automobile infrastructure is, on its face, a bad plan. Car-free cities will, of course, need streets, but they can be very narrow, and only bicycle and cart parking need to be provided. This huge savings in land saves huge amounts of money, and therein lies the key to affordable housing. Any city that dared to build car-free housing would find great demand, assuming that rents could be held down by the much lower costs. Furthermore, the residents avoid the burden of owning and operating a car. Residents would have to agree not to bring a car into the area, and local transit operators would need to provide good service to the area. This is actually a problem they will be glad to have, since the increased ridership base cuts the per-rider cost of providing service. In fact, a few car-free districts at reasonable density should easily support street-running rail service, a widespread practice a century ago. When trolleys were the only game in town, the fare was a nickel, nearly everybody used them, and the operators bragged, "Always a trolley in sight." Riders rarely waited for long, and the trolley didn't get stuck in traffic because there wasn't much. Operators actually made money. Of course, it's not just construction and operating costs. Car-free housing is the cleanest urban form and provides the highest quality of life. Why hasn't any city adopted this obvious solution? In the U.S., it has to do with the presumed unwillingness of people to give up even a little bit of the convenience of a drive-in society. But how much longer are people willing and able to pay for it?